Okay, let's talk about two little phrases that cause a lot of confusion. Mustn't versus don't have to. Now, they might seem kind of similar, but if you mix them up, oh boy, you could end up in a seriously awkward situation. But don't you worry, because by the end of this, you're going to have one super simple rule to get it right every single time.
So what is the real difference here? I want you to think of it like this. One is basically a big red stop sign. The other, it's a wide open door. Let's break down exactly what I mean by that.
Just look at these two sentences on your screen. You mustn't tell anyone. That is a command. It means this is a secret. It's totally forbidden. Zip your lips. But then you don't have to tell anyone. And that's completely different, isn't it? All of a sudden, the choice is yours. It's optional. You see that huge difference in meaning? It's night and day.
To really nail this down, we've got to understand the two main ideas at work here: prohibition and no necessity. Think of them as two sides of the same coin. One is all about rules and restrictions, and the other is all about freedom and choice. So let's dive into each one. First up, prohibition. Okay, this is the serious one. This means there's a really strong reason why you should not do something. Maybe it's dangerous, or it's against the rules, or it's just plain wrong. And the key word we use for this is mustn't.
Let's use an example to make this super clear. So, meet Annie. Poor Annie has a terrible cold, and her doctor tells her you mustn't get up today. Now notice, this isn't just some friendly suggestion. It's a strict instruction for her own health.
And here's the why. Why mustn't? Because there's a negative consequence waiting if she ignores the advice. If Annie gets out of bed, she's not going to get better. So the rule is there to protect her. That's the real power behind the word mustn't. It's a warning.
All right, let's flip that coin over. On the other side, we have no necessity. And this is the complete opposite. It means there is no obligation, no rule, no requirement whatsoever. The action is totally 100% optional. And our go-to phrase for this is don't have to.
Now let's meet Sally. Sally is on holiday. She's feeling fantastic. She wakes up, stretches, and thinks to herself, you know what? I don't have to get up today. Can you just feel the difference in that statement? It's not a rule. It's pure freedom. So for Sally, she can get up if she wants. Maybe she wants to go explore or grab a coffee. But there's no boss waiting for her, no alarm clock buzzing. The choice is completely, utterly hers. That is the wonderful freedom of don't have to.
Okay, so let's really hammer home that idea of mustn't. I want you to picture a big red stop sign. That's what mustn't is for. It's for the important rules that you absolutely should not break. Let's look at a few more powerful examples so it really sinks in.
Yeah, mustn't is for the serious stuff. Think about safety. You mustn't open the door before the train stops. Super important, right? Or for keeping secrets. Shh, we mustn't make any noise. Everybody is asleep. And of course, for laws, you mustn't drive without a seatbelt. You see the pattern? In every single case, breaking the rule is going to lead to a bad outcome. That's your clue. Now, let's switch gears back to the fun side, the freedom side. What about when things are optional? We know don't have to is perfect, but guess what? It's not your only option. Let's expand your vocabulary toolkit for talking about choice. You can absolutely use any of these instead of don't have to. I don't need to get up today. Sounds great. I haven't got to get up today. Also works. I needn't get up today. They all mean the exact same thing. It's not necessary. It's always great to have more options in your language toolkit, right?
But hang on, here's a subtle, kind of expert-level tip for you. Needn't is often used when you're actively giving someone permission not to do something. For example, you needn't pay me back until next week. It just sounds a little more generous, a little more formal. It's like you're saying, hey, I'm officially lifting this obligation for you. It's a really useful little nuance to have up your sleeve.
Okay, you've got the theory down, you've seen the examples. Now for the really fun part. Let's put your new knowledge to the test with a quick little challenge. You ready for this?
All right, first one up. It is against the law to drive without a seatbelt. How would you say that using one of our key phrases? Is this a rule or is it a choice? Take a second to think about it. You got it? The answer is, you mustn't drive without a seatbelt. Yes, of course it is. It's a law, a clear prohibition with consequences. If you got that one right, give yourself a pat on the back. Fantastic.
Okay, you ready for round two? Let's rephrase this sentence. It isn't necessary for you to apologize. Think about it. Is there any obligation here? Any rule?
And the answer is, you don't have to apologize. Perfect. The key clue there was the phrase, it isn't necessary. That tells you right away that it's optional. It's a personal choice. And hey, you could also say, you needn't apologize, right? See? You're totally getting the hang of this.
So let's just boil this all down to one simple mental shortcut, a little cheat sheet you can use anytime. Just ask yourself one question. Is this situation about a rule, a law, or something dangerous? If the answer is yes, you use mustn't. If the answer is no, you use don't have to. That's it. It really is that simple.
And to really make this stick, try this little exercise later. Think about your day tomorrow. What is one thing you absolutely mustn't do? And on the flip side, what's one thing you don't have to do? Because applying it to your own life is truly the best way to master it for good. I really hope this helped clear things up. Thanks so much for diving into this with me.